And 1, 2, 3, play. Hello, I'm Scratch. That's Dennis. Say hi, Dennis.
Hello.
We are casting Hidden Cup. Oh my god! Hidden Community Cup 5 Jean Bureau bracket between Darren in blue as Sicilians and P0WMATT in the red as Franks. One of these days, I'm going to be able to do that intro without a problem. Yeah. And we're back on bypass. And before we started, Dennis brought up a very interesting point about the selection of Sicilians on bypass. Did you want to elaborate on that?
I did. What did I say?
You said that Sicilians can build a donjon, and donjons are smaller than castles, and we're wondering if donjons could fit in the middle of the bypass.
Oh yeah. I found it in the hard way that on this map you can't really build a castle in the center, but that's like a 4x4 or a bigger footprint than a tower or a castle. And just by visually looking at it, you can actually see that
There's
the texture of the land close to the walls is similar. So I was thinking the footprint of a tower or a donjon is smaller. So maybe
yeah,
a tower or a donjon can go there, but I don't know if that was the plan for Sicilians.
could be.
Yeah, and infantry has been popular in this
Boy has
bracket.
it. Boy
Yep,
has it.
it. Yep.
Oh, it's a lot. All right, Dennis, I'm gonna need you to talk over me this whole video since I shit you in the last one.
No, that's okay.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa! What is this?
I mean, I've deleted a few
A whole
palisade walls to push the deer, but
a whole gate though? I don't think it's worth it. Not on this map. That feels really sketchy to me.
I think it'll be fine.
Well, and this is the Sicilian player, so he could always drop a donjon to cover that gap. So okay, that's
I
good.
mean,
This is
donjon is more expensive than a tower, so
true. True. Hello, cat.
you'd probably not want to do it. But yeah. Also, luring the boar and pushing deer was hard, so the deer push failed. Need to try again.
I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna choose to fail one of those things, choosing the deer is the better option. One of those things results in dead villager.
Yep.
What do we know about P0WMATT and Darren? These are both of.
Is it?
I believe so. To elaborate on that, while Dennis is pulling that up, what we did was we split the bracket in half. Dennis researched 4 of you guys, and I researched the other 4.
Don't expect too much from me, but let's see.
Ooh, got some houses on the
Darren.
wall from P0WMATT.
Okay, so this is what I got. Are you ready for
Mm-hmm.
Darren? In the rank game that I watched, it was an Arabia Khmer game that he played.
Okay.
And I actually watched 2 games apparently. Valley as Persians and Arabia as Khmer. So his strategy for Khmer was wall fast castle into light cav rush. In Valley, his strategy was all-in play on feudal age with total wood and gold eco, no one on food, and makes a lot of archers. He
Ooh.
lost the Valley one with the all-in play, and he won the Arabia game with the light cav spam.
Okay. So while you were outlining that, it's cool to see archers. I hope we see some of that. Maybe not in this game, but some point in this set.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
while
Sicilian side.
while
Yeah.
you were outlining that, Darren did actually manage to finish off the deer push and the boar pull at the same time. We're going straight to stone, so I think donjons are likely. Meanwhile, P0WMATT also had a boar pull. Both pulls were a little sketchy. Definitely a little work that needs to be done there. And P0WMATT is going to berries a little prematurely because we didn't find those sheep earlier. Even on these closed maps, it's very important to find those sheep. They really help you stretch your villagers' timings a little better.
Especially on the close maps, because if you want to go fast castle, smooth fast castle is based on the food, and with Darren pushing all the deer,
Well,
the
one deer so far.
one deer so far,
Yeah, I haven't
he
seen another one.
deleted his entire wall to push one deer.
So far, yeah.
He's moved out, so I think he's just gonna scout the map now.
Feudal for both. 50 minutes or 50 seconds remaining for red at 17 villagers. Okay. That's wild. What's their idle time at? Okay.
It was the idle time which
Yeah.
let P0WMATT get the food.
Okay. So still low villager counts, I think, is what is it's starting to be expected at this elo, and that's fine. You know.
No one on gold for the Sicilian player.
Well, he's on stone instead. No, now he's on gold.
You need gold for the infantry, right? If you want some sergeants, you need gold. And generally, the idea is sergeants can also build dungeons.
Yes.
So you kind of do a dungeon rush with sergeants instead of your villagers being idle and being forward.
Okay. Got a lumber camp upgrade, double bit axe. Right off
Houses
the bat.
behind the walls is a good idea.
I do like that.
Especially
against Sicilians, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Because you were describing putting donjons in the center. I was thinking about it. Sergeants could take down a palisade gate really quickly and put a donjon right on your base, and that would be just as bad, if not worse. Hey, there it is! Hey, it's question answered. They probably just can't do it on the sand, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so you can dungeon rush or tower rush. So this is something that I can. It'd be nice to see someone try it.
Is it a rush? Because I don't think they're going to be able to make another one at the halfway mark, unless maybe they go up to the sides.
I mean, you have to. I would have probably placed the donjon on the gate, but I think here it's more of a defensive building, I guess.
Okay, we're already past 20 villagers for both players, so that's good to see.
Whoa.
That's a lot of houses there, P0WMATT.
Oh, I was looking at the second dungeon in the same place.
Oh, it's a very artistic dungeon rush. This is a SimCity dungeon rush.
I mean, you're not rushing it. It's more like a defensive dungeon as a production building, maybe.
Cosmetic dungeon.
Maybe a sergeant rush, maybe. Sergeants would move in forward.
Okay.
I mean, I still think that putting it on the gate is better because it'll help break down the gate if you're actually planning on doing that.
But you have to remember to target it. This is the important thing. They won't do it on their own. I believe.
How many sergeants is he planning to make? And the wall is open still, so the scout just ran in and knows what's up.
And he sees he sees them now. Okay.
Yep.
Here they come.
So
are we gonna see some quick walls?
That there's gonna be. I mean, you can just wall behind. You don't have to be quick about it.
That's true.
And the scout is gonna kill a villager.
Wow. All right.
And quick wall. Okay. All right. Quick stone wall too.
Where do you see a stone wall?
Okay, another villager. Stone wall on the gold for Darren.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Did is P0WMATT's villager behind the market stuck?
Villager behind the market stuck.
I think there's a villager hiding behind their market.
Oh yeah, definitely stuck.
Dreadful. Oh, dungeon right there on the gate. Okay, here we go. Now, this is really scary. Towers on your face is always really scary, especially in a closed map. It's
especially if it's dungeon as well.
Yeah, right? especially dungeons, which is just a spicier tower. It is very defendable, but you kind of have to not panic.
I mean, you need to actually go up to castle now.
Yeah.
I think you have the resources for it. Sell the wood and I think 100 wood and 100 food should probably get you more than you need to go up to castle. I think you go.
Well, he's got it now. And he sold it. Sold some stone. Now, I actually do like the barracks into the stables, into the blacksmith to kind of wall off this area. Well, it's not a complete wall off, but it's fine. Because that is definitely one thing that you usually want to do, is wall this area off.
Yeah, definitely think you need like a
But
siege workshop once you go up, so you need a lot on gold. The fact that PowerMatt is not on gold is kind of a concern right now, because you don't want to drop towers against dungeons, because sergeants can just take the towers down by jumping on it. It's not just.
ooh, hey, there's a wall up. Look, P0WMATT. There we go. I'm a big fan. This is awesome.
I mean, it's gonna go down, but
It's a
yeah.
sketchy wall up, yeah, but the attempt is there. Now, how do scouts do against?
Ooh,
Oh, what?
cool.
What? P0WMATT, are you sure you're in the right bracket?
Wait, he actually quick walled by rotating the gate over there.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
goodness.
yeah, the scouts are gonna die.
All right, now,
Gold unit against uh, trash units. Gold units usually win out.
generally speaking,
I mean, unless they're counter units. Don't. No one in the chat can talk about skirmishes against archers.
yes. Now, I think in this situation, do you expand? Do you go to the sides as red, or do you go to the sides as
Uh,
blue, and try and strangle?
I think you need the siege workshop mangonel right now,
Yeah,
because if you don't really do it,
or a
all these
castle.
sergeants are only gonna keep building up.
Red's getting close to a castle.
I think the castle will be denied if you go for a castle right now.
Could be.
Um,
Could get cute with the placement.
but castle seems to be the idea as stone mining upgrade comes in. And now castle age is up. I think. I mean, having pierce armor really helps over here, but
Here they come. The boys in blue.
oh yeah, it's Franks, so they get cheap castles too. So
Yeah,
maybe could have dropped, but I think the game is kind of over.
yeah, this is a lot of,
I mean, mainly because blue is not even on gold, right? So, what would you make as a reaction to this? You
blue.
cannot make gold units.
Blue is on gold. Red is not on gold, unless we have our colors swapped.
Oh, okay. We have a color swap.
Okay,
So P0WMATT is red for
is
you.
red for me. Yeah.
So basically, you saw Darren picking red
Okay.
and P0WMATT picking blue, and you were like, nope.
Yes, is correct. Darren is on the left side. They become blue. That's the rule. Okay, now this castle's actually pretty nice. I don't know if it's what we need right now, but it's definitely something, and we definitely need something.
Dungeons are gonna strangle the base, and sergeants can actually just put a dungeon on the gold, and I think even with the castle, maybe you'll take out one dungeon, and maybe with Botkin you'll take another one. Maybe.
Those of you watching my camera, if this is the video we wind up uploading, will wonder what that strange movement was, and I like to play the dangerous game of commentating on a game while letting my cat wander into my office. Now, this still feels very defendable, just purely because P0WMATT's gold is not yet threatened, but it's about to be.
No, I mean there's no gold income for P0WMATT.
Yeah, and our economy's kind of stalling out.
Yeah, and because
Sorry.
of that, I think this is.
I should say defendable under the most ideal conditions, which I don't think we are seeing at the moment. Oh, but we are moving. Okay.
Would
Yeah, we can't even build a TC, though.
he's just going for lumber camp.
Hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, put another dungeon on the gold, and you're pretty much strangled PWMAT. And I, Darren. Okay, yeah, I guess Darren was waiting for the stone to drop the next dungeon.
Did Darren see them leave? Ooh, a wallop around the wood camp. Okay.
Wait, all this without Without Castle Age, okay. With Castle Age, these sergeants are going to be even more tanky.
Yes. And
Or
Darren,
so I've heard. Ooh, not diving under the TC in feudal age is probably not what you want though.
now Darren's actually managed to climb his economy pretty well during all this. He's all to 40 villagers. They're up to 40 villagers.
And a forward villager who tried to build in the center. It's happened to me. I know what you're trying to do here.
It's interesting that they built their
Lady,
donjons
you
the way they
cannot
did.
build here.
Yeah.
I know you're
She
trying.
she
How many? How long do you think Darren will try to build
No,
center
it's
here?
going to be really good when we get a message saying map bugged. Nope. Sorry, lady, you need a permit.
Okay, donjon is dropped on the gold, so I think this is pretty much it. I mean, I guess there's a gold next to the lumber camp,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, I mean, P0WMATT, my heart goes out to you. I don't like tower rushes to begin with. I genuinely I when I was younger, when I was lower elo, I hated tower rushes. Dennis knows I've complained about them a lot. And Sicilian tower rushes are the worst.
I mean, it's a donjon rush, to be fair.
Sure, that's just a spicier tower.
Okay. Yep. So they have 9 base attack. And...
Who's building that siege workshop? Okay, there's villagers still in the base.
Okay, so she went back to the base to build the siege workshop now, and I'm guessing it's going to be rams. I think that's the only thing that can soak castle fire. Probably just, I guess, garrison sergeants and rams have like 6 to 8 rams. I think you need at least 8 rams. It's just battering rams, so I think you need at least 8 to batter down the rams. I think you need a +2 on your sergeants as well to kill the villagers who try to take out the rams.
Dennis, I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I didn't know that infantry could garrison into battering rams until like a month and a half ago.
Oh.
Genuinely had no idea that was a thing.
I mean, I never used to do it before because it's a pain to do it.
I've heard they made it better, right?
Yeah, they made it so much easier now. Now, if you have like a group of 40 units with 6 rams, you can just click on garrison into 1 ram, and all the 40 units will find a spot in one of the rams that's on the map. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
The bravest battering ram from P0WMATT.
Yeah, P0WMATT's about to find out that 1 ram, even with being able to soak castle fire, is not enough to...
Oh. Does P0WMATT know he can repair the battering ram? Oh, now that's cool to see. Okay. So, a little bit of low elo judgment from us. Sorry.
What do you mean?
We're seeing P0WMATT repair the battering ram. That's cool to see. P0WMATT, good on you. I don't do that. And I'm several hundred elo higher than you. So, well done.
Why does P0WMATT need a ram here?
It was to try and take out the donjon. It didn't work out. Okay. Oh, hey, we have a TC. This could become a fun game.
I like your optimism.
Yeah. I mean, P0WMATT...
The sergeants are just gonna be able to take it out.
This is a 3rd siege workshop from P0WMATT, or from Darren, with no productivity whatsoever. There's none.
Bait the sergeants into castle fire, apparently. And then repair. Just send them to the donjon, bait sergeants to come in, repair the ram from the attack from the sergeants. Yep. Alright. I mean...
And a castle. Okay.
I think all of Darren's focus is in the front because there's a lot of wood being floated.
Yes.
Would love to see more farms being seeded.
We're seeing more villagers, at least. That's cool. Now, I've never played the Sicilians, and I don't see them played very often. Is the sergeant their unique unit that comes out of their castle, or do they have another unit? Okay.
No, it's the same.
It's just the sergeant? Okay.
It's just like Bulgarians. They just can get more upgrades in castles.
Okay.
Donjon is just a place where they can create more units.
I see. Okay.
+1 defense, +2 would be even better, but
Yep.
Yep.
And that castle is going down. Well, this was a good retreat and a good effort from P0WMATT, but we needed to rally a little bit quicker. But again, donjons are scary. Shall we move on to game 2 and save our comments for the end of the set?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. I mean, in this game, I like how P0WMATT was able. Darren was able to spam as many donjons as
Yeah.
Darren was able to. It's kind of crazy, and the mass of units that's made is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely not trickled in one at a time. It's usually a group. And as I said earlier, Darren actually climbing the economy behind this was really cool to see. Most players, myself included, it's very hard to balance growing your eco as well as military action. I will say that 3 of these donjons are probably a little excessive, but you know, there was a focus, and we saw the benefits of it. Quick note: I do think the 3 siege workshops a little bit much. I don't think we needed more than 1 for the amount of output we saw. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I got for Darren. P0WMATT tower rushes are hard. Like, to begin with, tower rushes that produce units that can build more towers are even harder. Yeah. So, I think that's all I got.
On to the next one.
Yeah. All right.
The next one.
We're gonna pause and go to the next one. Oh, hang on. First, I gotta give Darren the blue dot. Blue dot. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, play. And we're back. This is game 2 on evacuation, which I know exists, but I don't know anything about because I'm terrible and I have not been able to watch Hidden Cup 5 yet. So
yeah, this is
take that away,
Cup
Dennis.
5 map. Yeah, this is a Hidden Cup 5 map. And what's cool about evacuation is, as the name says, check where the berries are on this map. It's not on the main island where they start. So around the 10th or 12th village, after you basically eat your sheep and go for lumber camp for the berries, you need to pretty much evacuate a bunch of villagers to take hunt and berries, which would always be in the other side. And so you'll basically mill you next to the berries, take hunt. There's also a boar there. There's berries. So then that's basically the evacuation part that is early in the Dark Age build order itself that you kind of have to adopt in this map.
Interesting.
And the wood lines in the main island is also minimal, so you kind of have to move to the other island for more wood. But there are 3 relics on the starting island, and then in the mainland there's 3 or 4 relics. So both, I mean, there's incentive to hold the main island as well, and it's pretty hard to wall. At least when I played, I just pretty much evacuated and tried to hold the other side rather than that. And there's also water. So
we've got a red villager already thinking about dropping a mule cart, I think. I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, if I think about it, both. I mean, first of all, I have to ask you: is Darren red?
Darren is blue for me. They were blue in the last game.
They were not blue. You changed it to blue.
No, Darren was blue in. Yes, I changed Darren to blue in the last game. They're blue,
Yeah.
so they're blue in this game.
Okay, all right. So basically, Darren, I think both players drafted civs with some kind of idea of the map, is what I'm thinking. So
Why
Armenians.
Berbers? Yeah. Or okay,
Yeah.
why Armenians? Start there.
Oh yeah. So Armenians get their mule cart, which can move along with the villagers. So you don't really need to build a lumber camp and then move the lumber camp. Or if you want to take hunt, you can just move the mule cart, take the hunt, and so it's kind of helpful in that way when you're evacuating. You don't need to make another lumber camp, and your eco is more efficient that way, I guess. And yeah, I think red is either going for the boar or for the dock or for evacuation. Okay, red is going to the mainland already for the berries. Oh, actually, red is already there. The
Yep.
mule.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Like their first villager they built went to the lumber camp.
So what is Berbers known for? Berber villages walk faster.
Okay.
So I
Interesting.
mean, in a way, that means they can walk faster to the other side, which means maybe the eco is running more smoothly. At least that's the idea that I'm thinking about when Berbers is picked on this map, and I mean it also helps that the stable units are cheaper.
Pretty good boar pull from Darren.
Yep.
I missed P0WMATT, I think. Yeah, it's a pretty cool map. I like it. There's a lot of going on. And I like that it looks like it naturally has 2 or 3 or 4 obvious like battle positions.
Yeah, I like how blue is actually just scouting the other side. No, blue is actually scouting him their side. So
Yes.
the red scout is actually in the other side trying to lame the sheep in the other side that blue might be looking for, and now they come together and they just pass.
Just hanging out.
Just passing, yep. Blue scout almost stopped, like, did I just pass my enemy? But yeah, I mean, less idle time for Darren, which helps. And I mean, Armenians can click up. I guess right now, P0WMATT is thinking more about evacuation right now as a clump of villages start moving away. And P0WMATT definitely did. I mean, do a lot more than what I would have done, which is initial lumber camp itself was through evacuation, which I don't
I
think we need to.
I personally that's exactly what I thought of the second I saw this map is I would just build my lumber camp out there, which is probably bad, but I think I would do it anyway.
Yeah, I'll put my second lumber camp out there. I think first lumber camp, just for to get the dockage in quick time. I think that'll be good. And there's a lot on gold for Darren. So, is it archers? Okay, it's more of just take anything and everything that you can and then evacuate. Lumber camp.
And stone. Gold and stone for blue.
Oh, the mining camp was to click up to feudal age. Ooh, that is interesting.
Was it?
Oh yeah, there was no mill before for
Oh yeah, okay.
Darren, so yeah. Red Scout is still lurking and is about to find out that blue is now moved to the side of the island.
I'd like to see these players gathering up the cows. I feel like that would be beneficial. We do have a dock for red, but no ships coming out of it yet. That is a very defended gold mine. Wow. little early on that, I think. Not a lot of threat at the moment. Barracks for red. Now, are Armenians the one who get barracks?
Yep.
Okay.
1 age earlier.
One
Yep.
age earlier, yeah. So we could see long swords right now. Potentially. That'd be very expensive, but could be good. I could actually see that being really good on this map.
Or get pikemen.
Mm-hmm. Barracks stable.
Right.
Okay. We're both climbing eco. Blue is stalling a little bit.
Alright, let's see how this pearl luring goes. I guess Loom's in, so this should be fine.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, the Loom's in, so it should be more than fine because they have armor and extra HP on
And
the villagers.
both are continuing to make villagers. That's good to see.
Interesting to make a blacksmith. I hope he takes the attack upgrade since he's mostly going to be fighting villagers, and if it's pikemen, you're better off not fighting at all.
8 scout cav.
I mean, just get them in. See if you can do some damage before you
Commit to 8.
to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because now if Berber is gonna, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe Matt's cooking something.
Little house wall. Kind of.
Market. Oh yeah. Blue is gonna buy their way to Castle Age, is what I'm guessing.
Could be, but that market's been there for a minute. There it is.
What's your in-game time right now?
I'm at 16 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh, I mean, with about a minute, it just finished completing.
Oh, do we need to
Yeah.
pause?
No. I'm right there with you, but
16, 56, 57, 58, 59?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm actually 1 second ahead of you, so there's
Okay.
no way that was actually 1 minute. But anyway, either way, it doesn't matter.
I swear I saw it was up. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Another boar pull for blue?
Going for another
deer.
boar
Or deer.
or going for
A second stable. Now that's bold. Blue's up to castle, or clicked up to castle.
And Burbas do get camels. I mean, they can just clear it out with knights, honestly, but yeah.
Red has stalled the TC. We are getting armor on the scout cav though.
I mean, armor is good if you're fighting other army units. And do you want to fight army units? I mean, I don't know. I mean, getting armor is good in general, I guess. It's just gonna set you back a lot more in feudalage and
a third stable.
All right, this is the new infantry spam. This is scout spam.
This isn't even spam. This is a little absurd. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we haven't seen a single scout come out of the second stable. Okay, now they are. Now they are.
No, yeah. Okay, so now
Blacksmith, the archery range back at the home island.
Janitors.
2 archery ranges at the
janitors.
home base.
Why janitors?
Well, they're a cool unit. That's
Mounted skirmishes are cool units?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're cool. They can be cool. This is a lot of scouts.
Camel archers, now that's a cool unit.
That is a cool unit.
Oh.
Well, these villagers are going to be in for a world of hurt.
I mean,
1.
what is blue gonna... Okay. When you're getting
Quick
attacked,
wallop.
you either need to run away, make army yourself. I mean, we were laughing at the spam, but I'm thinking that...
Seems pretty effective so far.
Yep. Yep, this is... And yeah, I mean, you get camels, but I guess Darren may not know about it.
We've got a barracks coming up at home, so potential some pikeman recursion, or counterattack.
Pikeman Janitor seems to be the Berber player's response, but there's no archers on the field.
Yeah, but look how
yeah.
cool this janitor looks. Like, look at this. They look so cool.
Their firing rate is the same as a skirmisher. They're very slow.
That's
and the
true.
attack is also, I believe it's similar to skirmisher, where most of it's bonus damage.
We've got a pikeman. These scouts are running about uncontested. We have garrisoned them, and we didn't ring the bell, so that's good to see.
There's a seek shelter button. Maybe these players are using them. I don't know enough about it to talk about it, but yeah.
Pikeman down.
Okay, so
This
I think the scouts is
pretty great attack here from P0WMATT, actually.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work out.
Oh, unless he's targeting villagers instead of the pikemen.
Yeah, I think he's basically not watching it.
Okay.
I mean, that was idle time for blue, so...
Yeah. And 9 eco kills, so not bad. However...
9 eco kills plus idle time, which could also be considered eco kills.
However, unfortunately, Red did not build villagers during that whole attack.
Yeah, so, now you click up to Castlage.
Yeah. So...
You have your blacksmith stable, you can click up to Castlage.
So, point of advice... Generally speaking, when you are doing an attack or even a minor raid like that, go to your town center and queue up a bunch of villagers before your units make contact. That way your town centers are pumping out villagers while you're managing your military. Just a good rule of thumb to take care of that. Not so sure I understand the second TC for Darren.
Okay. I was worried that P0WMATT is gonna spam another round of...
they did queue up
cavalry.
8, and then 3, and then they got rid of the ball and then went up to Castlage. So I was also nervous about that for a moment.
Okay, yeah. I think it's mostly for scouting at the moment, which is good.
We've got 7 villagers and enough stone for a castle on Red's face.
Forward castle on Red's face.
On the gold and stone, so that's actually a pretty good spot for it. I think I would prefer the hill, though.
It's not really ranging the TC, but...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit more forward. Maybe it'll fix it? No. And we've got fire ships from the red player. We haven't seen any... Navy. I think 4 fire ships is a little much. Another seek shelter for red. It's good to see.
Was that seek shelter? How do you know when you see it?
Well, it wasn't a garrison, so.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, it wasn't a bell ringing, so I was giving them the benefit of the doubt.
All right, cool. Sold wood, bought food. All right, so boom is the approach to make up for the villagers lost.
Monastery.
Darren.
Okay. Siege workshop. And a mining camp. Okay, really cool.
Fortified church. That's gonna be a good defensive building.
It is a good defensive building, and it's got the free relic already inside it.
It just cost wood. Maybe you just put another next to the gold so that you can hold that position and take gold. But then again, you have villages on the other side.
Yeah, we're doing a town center.
The gold? You don't know about the gold. Okay, red. Okay, it's taking gold over here.
It's a safe assumption, though. There's gold somewhere over there.
Yep.
I really like this attack from blue. Again, these players seem to all have something in common. They really like building multiple siege workshops. It's definitely a trend I'm starting to notice.
Yeah, I don't think they have. I don't think you have the eco for a ram push.
Oh, you definitely
Right
don't have
now,
the eco for ram spam for sure.
yeah, I think you just need. I mean, he's going for it though, but now the villagers can just fight them off if they are fought off. Otherwise, it works out, I guess.
You're gonna
Pikemen's been
garrison the
garrisoned.
ram?
Okay,
Yeah, that's cool.
all right. Now speedy rams. Yes.
They're so fast. We got some knights coming in from the north for red. I like that a lot, but it might be a little too late, unfortunately. Now villagers are fighting back, and that's good to see. The generators are coming in to back up the ram.
Yep. The mounted skirms.
I think this town center's down. And behind this, blue is continuing to build villagers, so that is cool to see. Red has sort of slowed down. Well, it's not that they've slowed down, but they've lost several. There it is.
Okay. Will they go for the church next?
Go for the house, which I like, actually. Good
Oh,
call.
that's really good because P0WMATT is already housed, and this is gonna force P0WMATT to make more houses.
Which they are doing, so that's good. Good response time. And we're seeing 2 houses get put down, so actually really.
And a monastery to take the relics, I guess, for Darren.
Actually, really good push from blue. Again, I don't think this second siege workshop was necessary, but it worked out.
Blue has a blacksmith, but hasn't really gotten any of the upgrades.
No.
And now just lets the villagers move. And the cool mounted skirms are not able to
Double
go for it.
barracks. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, this is gonna be so painful for P0WMATT to keep building houses forever and ever.
Well, they are building a castle, so should give them some breathing room for a minute. I actually like that castle a lot.
But blue has control of the of the island.
Yes.
But the crossing is with Petrona fire ships. So this is something that Dave said during a cast where if you actually have pikemen, they do bonus damage against buildings, and ships are for some reason categorized as buildings, and so the ships melt to pikemen.
Interesting.
Yep.
That sounds like something that needs to be patched. That genuinely sounds like not intentional. Man with stick versus boat. Who would know?
Okay, you wanted longswords, and we are about to see longswords.
This is actually a very good game from both players. I definitely think Darren is playing the better game here, but we are seeing P0WMATT respond, and that's cool to see. Again, not the best responses, not the fastest responses, but we are seeing responses.
Yeah, right now 2 TCs for Darren, and 2 TCs which are pumping. It's like the idle time is comparable to the 1 TC from P0WMATT, which just shows how good they are.
Outposts, huh? Outposts from Darren.
To see what's up, and you're gonna see the fire ships, and Armenians do get good water tech.
Yes. And Darren is just slowly but surely continuing to expand.
Yeah, Darren has the better food eco right now. There's no horse collar, so that is one thing for Darren that may mean that the farms expire faster, so the wood is consumed a lot faster. But in spite of that, 17 villages on wood. In spite of that lack of horse collar, I think I mean, wouldn't be noticed. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Darren's just using the market right now.
I think it would be noticed if we were doing a bit more military action, but
Right.
at this speed, no.
Darren's also in Castle Imperial Age now. So
Yes, we're getting research on top of that.
I don't think you have enough. I mean, rams melt to fire ships.
Yeah, but they can always go around. I know they're not going to because that would be ridiculous, but they could go around.
Also, the Guardians called pikemen are in front.
Yes. Maybe they know.
I mean, I think if you're out of range, the pikemen melt. But if you actually cut down that space, the ships just die. So,
And unfortunately for Darren, P0WMATT is getting pretty comfortable over here in this corner.
yeah, I think the problem is how do you deal with the castle? I mean, once you're an imp, you get Romans. You can do a lot of things to compete for that castle. Just trebs. They don't get gunpowder units, but just trebs with halb and skirm should be good, I think. So far,
Arson and Squires coming in. So those for blue, those pikemen.
Wait, I'm talking about Darren here with Berbers. Yeah. Berbers. Do they even get halb? I don't think they get halb.
Yeah, but when you have 21, who cares, right?
Yeah, I mean, you do get gunpowder with Berbers, I believe. So maybe chemistry, bombard cannon is also an option. But yeah. Up to Imperial. And what do you make first?
Has Darren seen the Dave video that Dennis mentioned? We're gonna load these boys up in the battering rams and charge forward. It's starting to feel like it.
Yeah, he's Berber, so he's gonna spam stable units now, I suppose.
Is it only infantry that can go into battering rams?
Yes, or villagers.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense for the context of AoE 2, but it does make sense.
Wait, even archery range units can go. Oh, I think only mounted units cannot.
Mounted units can't? Okay.
Yeah.
Does a war elephant count as a mounted unit?
Okay, siege units also cannot.
Okay. Can I put a battering ram inside of a battering ram?
Yeah. Oh, you said war elephant, right? That's Persian unique tech. That's
yes.
Elephant. I mean, obviously you cannot. But
you say that, but they fit on a boat just fine. Conscription, good to see. 65 villagers coming in for blue, 40 for red. Kind of stalling out. I think this could be Red's game to come back, but they can't stall out their eco like this. It's unlikely, but I feel like they had a chance, but not if they stall out like this. I don't think going Imperial was the solution.
I mean, I think red is fine. I mean, I don't think blue is pushing, so.
True. But in response to a lack of aggression, wouldn't you want to boom it out and try and recover the eco loss? And then go to Imperial Age?
I've been losing so many games, so I can't tell you. I'll just watch as a viewer right now.
I really like these castle positions. They're pretty nice.
Yeah, the painful thing is it's just stalling out the push because now you have to deal with these castles too. Actually, you don't have to. You can just make stables along the sides and run into the back of the base. But I mean, I understand why you wouldn't, because you expect Armenians to have halb and a lot of infantry in the back. So yeah. Okay, you're in Imp, and there's no Captram upgrade, no Trebs. You need Siege to deal with that castle.
And blue is definitely stalled out.
And you know about the castle as well.
Do they? Oh yeah, I suppose they do. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely giving Red a lot of time.
Lots of time. Like, heaps
I-
of time.
Yeah.
Granted, Red is still responding at a snail's pace. Like, we definitely need to tighten up this response. So
Yeah, the food eco is not looking great. 11 farms in 46 minutes is rough.
all right, we've got some Trebs coming. I saw Camel Archers for a moment, but they were canceled for Trebs. Or for a Treb. 80 villagers. Or soon to be 80 villagers. Interesting. Okay. A third siege workshop. Okay. It's just very odd to me.
Yeah, at least Captram's coming in, so
Yeah, that's good to see.
I mean, if you expect infantry from Armenians, that's still kind of a very risky play.
It's true. Well, and also, like, why are we going Captram when we already have a Treb on the field? Right? 4 Trebs from our red player. 2 in each castle. Okay. I'm not sure if Darren understands how precarious their position on the Green Island is. 4 Trebs could wipe this out very quickly. I would say even unsupported, to be honest.
Yep.
We've got supplies coming in for the red player.
Yeah, but Red doesn't really know about Blue's presence. I mean, not to the extent that it is right now. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like you have
Siege
to assume,
engineering.
right?
I like siege engineering, but horse collar, check your farm upgrade.
Yeah, yeah. Horse collar for sure.
I mean, you have 34 on wood because you don't have horse collar.
Yeah.
You'll be floating a lot of wood otherwise.
This is the most polite game of Age of Empires 2 I've seen in a long time. Just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna build it up. We'll duke it out. I'll see you in 20 minutes. I like this wall up from red. That's nice. Chemistry coming in for blue.
It's just going to be like one big fight. Go up to 200 pop, and then you basically.
Go up to 200 pop eventually. We
I
have.
mean, he's popular. He's housed right now, so blue needs to.
It's not every time you see 10 champions on the field. Oh, we're building 10 more. Okay.
Not always, unless you are in this bracket.
Yeah.
And you're likely to see one in every set.
It's true. A lot of infantry. Got a warrior priest. Now I like the champions. That's rad. Champions with armor is a lot scarier. So I'd like to see that third armor tech. But honestly, champions with only 17 farms behind them is not even 17 farms. 12 farms is not scary. We need some farms. Lots of farms. Oh, I'm sorry, 14 farms. Got unique tech, Maghribi, camels, ballistics.
Yeah. Camels. I don't know what the ballistics is for. Maybe for the castles, or for the janitors, which were just 5 janitors on the field. But
Got some movement on the front. Meanwhile, Blue has been walking around and snatching up relics, I think. Yeah, we've got 4 relics for Blue. 5 relics for Blue, actually.
Yep.
There's only one that they're probably going to be getting shortly because it's right next to them. And the one that is in Red's possession, but not in a monastery.
Ooh, the outpost will show the next relic. Yep. Be like, ooh, I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't even know that when the monastery was dropped over here that the relic wasn't noticed.
I don't think
That's
so.
crazy.
I don't think it was. Now we've got a little excursion going for Red onto the right side of the map. I like the outpost play from Darren. Darren is a very cautious player. Well, cautious might not be the right word, but We're definitely seeing some restraint.
Okay, now
He's lighting up
these
the whole
knights.
island. Wow. Now these knights are gonna get slaughtered.
These knights are gonna get
Oh,
slaughtered.
no, because there's no military over here. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 knights and a scout. Where's the champions? That's the bull. Oh, the front is coming. The camels and pikemen are slaughtering the fire ships. Wow. And
Yep.
they've run into the castle. These trebs need to get out of here, and quickly.
A lot of kills for these knights.
Alright, that castle's gonna go down.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. I would say, unfortunately, that third armor upgrade's kind of important at this point. For those, I think, 10 champions that were left behind. Meanwhile, on the right side, though, these champions are doing pretty good.
Yep. Eco KD looks better for P0WMATT, but P0WMATT also hasn't really been queuing builds
Yeah.
as frequently, so there's 30 villager deficit.
38 villager deficit.
Yeah, 38 villager deficit.
That's a big difference.
Oh, a single villager castle going up. That woman is about to die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Champions have stalled on the right for red.
Why
Housed
just
again.
one villager though? Another single villager building the castle.
Could be overconfidence, or could just be not a huge priority. He has enough for 2 castles, so not a big deal. Now I like that, instead of having the entire military chase that single champion, they split them up. That was good to see. Okay, and we're towering the opponent's gold. That is wild.
Okay, this is looking
This is
like
pretty...
finally the push is coming through.
Yeah, these champions needed to get called back here a while. And P0WMATT is again housed because the rams are targeting the houses. Okay. "24 champions in queue." I think we needed that a little earlier, Mr. P0WMATT. Because I think champions could have actually genuinely defended this. Especially if they had that 3rd armor upgrade.
Yeah, I don't know about the. I think Casbah camels. Maybe they're strong because they're diving under the TCs under the castle fire, and they are not dying as easily as I thought they would. But there's also rams soaking up that pressure.
Yeah.
But
Got 3 more trebs queued up for red. Not sure what he thinks they're going to accomplish.
murder holes coming in to deal with the champions running under the castle.
Which is interesting, because this is like the least important castle in the game.
I mean, it's a. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess.
The champions are holding, actually. Kind of. I love that we still have this this warrior priest hanging out holding the relic. He's been there for a while. Another double siege workshop. It's so weird.
Where's the warrior Oh. Okay.
But yeah, he's been there for about 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes maybe. Just holding the relic. It's his relic. It's not P0WMATT's relic. It's that priest's relic.
Yeah.
Yeah, these camels are doing work. The champions are managing, but
Yeah, they
Okay,
should.
I think this might be
they
a
should
little too
definitely.
late.
Did the unique tech come in for the Armenians? Like,
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I don't think so. There's still 70 HP. I think you
We're
get 30 more HP after the.
Blue is getting elite camel archer with no camel archers on the field.
Is he, Camel Archers produce faster, so is he actually going to produce them then?
Red is sending in a detachment of champions, 19, into Blue's base. Now this, if they could hit this monastery, that would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, we've got, I think, 0 villagers. Oh no, we have villagers, they're just standing around doing nothing for Red. We've got 2
Okay.
TCs getting built. This is kind of wild.
Yep,
This is
I
still,
saw that.
this is still, like, weirdly...
And that second TC is right next to Blue Wills.
Yeah. It's a little desperate, but like this still doesn't feel unwinnable, but it's not.
Nah, once Camel Archers are in, I think it's gonna be.
Oh, the champions are going straight for the eco for Blue though, and this is gonna hurt a lot. But I don't think it's enough by any means.
Yeah, there's 10 villagers for Red, for context, so.
That's true. Yeah, Blue can just kind of ignore that.
I mean, not ignore that, just at least just garrison the TC so that they'll lose some champions. Now the TC will not even fire at these champions. That was definitely painful.
Yeah. He's distracted. They're doing other stuff, but like.
But how many Camel Archers are in the field right now? There's 16 Camel Archers. You need to send Camel Archers home to just kill off.
This is tunnel vision. This is what tunnel vision looks like. But it's gonna work out because Blue has such an advantage right now.
For now, but I wouldn't put it past Red to find. Okay, there's only 6 villages, so maybe not. And so there's one of those 6 over here. And being housed would also be a problem. Oh, there's a lot of kills for these champions.
Yeah. He's actually caught up and surpassed the Eco KD. Oh, spies?
Oh, okay. Okay, now he knows about his eco dying.
Well, he should have known about that before.
Sometimes you don't get the attack upgrade for some reason. Attack notification will not be.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
ringing.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does happen.
You have 30 Camel Archers. Just get Botkin. Yep. And you don't even need to wait for Botkin. Just go to your base and save your wills.
We've got 3 more barracks coming up for our red player.
I mean,
if it ain't broke, right?
Come on. I mean, your Camel Archers are amazing. They do bonus damage against most units. All you need to do is to go and...
These champions are destroying this island.
Seriously. You're giving Red a window to think that he can come back.
Alright, Red, you need to start clicking that champion button real quick. Really quick.
Blue got all the techs but Horse Collar.
Yes, I did notice that. I was waiting for you to. And the armor. They didn't get infantry armor, but they don't have a lot of infantry.
Yeah, you're playing Berbers. So.
Yeah. These 19 champions have single-handedly destroyed Blue's starting base.
I mean, they were let.
Yeah, no, they were allowed to. Okay, the Berber archers are now abandoning their mission of exterminating Red and going to kill the champions. No, they're not. Never mind.
no, don't tell me that Red's gonna win from here.
I don't think that's likely, just because of how good Camel Archers are against champions. That being said, the champions are now being recalled, which I actually think is a mistake.
Where's the one villager? Oh, that is the TC. Okay, now you don't really have TCs. Okay, now you've taken
Now,
out everything but military buildings.
yeah.
Okay.
So now, does he even have to kill the champions? He just has to kill the buildings, right?
Ooh, heated shots coming in, fortified walls coming in.
Oy.
Darren wants that score lead.
Oy. Definitely, P0WMATT, I appreciate your gumption. This was a resigned situation.
Yeah, camel archers are really good here.
But to P0WMATT's benefit, this is what tunnel vision looks like, and it is very easy to take advantage of a tunnel visioned opponent. I say this from experience because I get tunnel vision all the time. Blue dot for Darren. 2 wins for Darren. That's the end of the set. 2-0 to our blue player in the Berbers. Darren, what do you got to say, Dennis? What do you got?
I mean, that was some game. There was back and forth. There was
A lot of action.
there was a lot of action, and there's nothing more to ask for from a set.
Yeah.
This was very well played.
I think this is going to be a similar cadence to previous games. Definitely want to see some tightening up of the eco, especially in Dark Age. Keep cranking out villagers after you transition into Feudal Age. Don't stall. Just keep making more villagers. Work on your Dark Age. Tighten it up. That being said, Darren clearly has plans going into these games, and that's lovely to see. P0WMATT, I think that you are a very responsive player, actually. Your responses maybe need some finer tuning and definitely some speeding up. But you're very reactive to what your opponent is doing, even under pressure, and that's really cool to see. Really, really cool. I've never played this map before. Frankly, this map terrifies me. And you were able to kind of maneuver, and you did give yourself a fighting chance. You noticed that your opponent wasn't paying attention, and you slaughtered their entire starting base. So, really cool to see. Darren, you kept your head on the ball, and you got spies. You hunted down those targets, and you found them. So, really good to see. Both players did a really good job on this set. Any closing thoughts?
No, I think we are good.
All right. Well, I'm scrapped.
One closing thought.
One closing thought.
Why did you not do horse collar?
Oh, yeah. Darren, answer for your crimes against your farmers.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in the end, we won it, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But
It's true.
But yeah, it's. But yeah, the.
But think of the savings.
There was a lot of hesitation on basically just massing the units and then pushing.
Yeah, that was a very slow build up for that larger fight.
And
That's
with
true.
that amount of time, some players can get a composition going that would counter most units. And
Oh yeah. I definitely think there was an opportunity for Darren to win this game. I'm sorry, for P0WMATT to win this game. And I think that if P0WMATT's reaction had been a little faster and a little more potent, they 100% could have won this game. But I think both players kind of slowed at the most inopportune time. Unfortunately for P0WMATT, they slowed when they already had the disadvantage, whereas Darren, while they did also slow down, they had the advantage already. So, no, this is a really cool map. I'm actually really excited to see more of this. And I'm excited to see both of these players because they both played really well. So, okay, but yeah, Darren, talk to us. What's up with horse collar? Why don't you like horse collar? You even got handcart, which is wild to me. You got wheelbarrow and handcart, but no horse collar. That's that's insane. Yeah, okay, anyway, that's it. Leave it in the comments if you want to. Anyway, I'm Scratch, that's Dennis. This has been Hidden Community Cup 5, John Bureau bracket with P0WMATT and Darren, with 2 wins going to Darren for 2-0. Have a good night.